Hi Geminis, how are you guys today? Alright, so today is going to be another general reading. I think it's been about 2 weeks since we did air signs. We're outside, so sorry for the noise, but we're just going to have fun today and see what messages we can pull to help guide you along your journeys. I always read for the sun and moon viewers, so if you have a sun or moon in Gemini, these messages are for you. Gemini, 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 Gemini. I kept hearing Gemini man. Whenever I was showering my son this morning, I kept wanting to say Gemini man because of the movie. Has anyone seen it? Is it out? I'm not even sure. I don't even know. I live under a rock, I swear. So, either way, my son's a Gemini. I'm a Gemini moon, and I love Geminis. Geminis are like, if you had to say one of the most hated signs, I have to say I hear Gemini the most. I hear people say, oh my gosh, you're Gemini? I know it's because people tend to be like, oh, you guys are all over the place. But I mean, isn't a magician all over the place? Isn't a genius all over the place? Like, doesn't he cover all the grounds? I mean, like, in order to be able to be that vast in so many different directions, you kind of have to be a little crazy, don't you? That's a lot of ground to cover. Alright, so anyways, Geminis, a little humor there for the beginning of our reading. Let's go ahead and see what the angels have to say. What do the guides have to say that we need to hear the most at this time in our journey? Geminis, Gemini, sun and moon viewers. I want to say thank you so much for being here. You'll never really know how much it means to me, but I really do appreciate all of your love and support. For those of you who are returning, I love you the most because you believe in me. You hit that bell, you hit that button, that subscribe button that says, you know what, that Mel, she might be on to something. She might be on to something. So thank you so much. It makes me want to cry, honestly. Thank you. All right. Gemini, sun, moon, viewers. So we're doing our typical 6-card spread. We're going to pull an angel oracle deck, an angel oracle message, and we're also going to top it off with the angel messages as well. Okay? So the bottom of the deck is our overall energy. Wow. Wowzers. I'm really happy to be Gemini. This is a beautiful connection. This connection, I mean, I have to say it comes from within first. Let's put emphasis on the fact that in order to find this in the physical world, you have already found it within. Okay, like effortlessly. Like this is the way I wake up. You know, I wake up with this equal give and take within emotional distribution amongst all entities, not just the one that I expect to get something back from, you know, especially in such a loving way. So Gemini, take a look. This right here is a beautiful energy. Doesn't it look beautiful? I mean, let's give some credit to the artist. Like, look at how beautiful this is. I mean, there's something that's coming out of this connection. There's like, either it's the birth of the connection or it's a birth amongst the connection. And that's the representation of the fish between the two cups. In between a rainbow, in between a star. I mean, come on. How much more fantastic can this card get for you to realize that this is a moment of a lifetime? Okay? So, Geminis, right underneath that, let's see what it is. Let's look together. Wow. So interesting. It's something that you're passing up on. Someone has passed up this opportunity with you. Now this is a child here. This child, I feel like, comes in a birth outside of this connection, if this makes sense. I mean, for someone it'll make sense, right? But what I mean to say is that this connection is actually evoked out of a child that doesn't come in, but that's not from this connection. Wow. Can I say it any other way? Not really. Okay. So hopefully as we go on, it gets more and more clear for you. All right. So here we are. Your environment is the Seven of Cups reverse. So seeing beyond the illusion, right? This is having very wise discernment within emotional investments, right? This is saying that I cannot be fooled. I don't care how much you woo me or how well you think this feels at the time. If it doesn't consistently show up that way, I'm not impressed. Okay? And so that's how I feel about the Seven of Cups coming in the reverse. I feel like this person, whether this is you or someone else you're connecting to, has really just accepted the fact that they know what true love looks like. You know, it's not a facade. It's not temporary. It's not, oh, I'm going to blow smoke up in your face, or, you know, like, this is consistency, right? That this person is looking for. And so they've already found it in their mind is what I'm saying. The person I'm reading for has already decided what this looks like, okay? And then in your heart, you have a Leo. This could be a Leo, sun or moon, or this could just be a man who feels like he's in charge. He's in charge because he knows what his purpose is, right? This person right here comes off very, very arrogant in the third dimensional world, in our physical world. For those of you who are not familiar with the term, in this world, this person feels like the man of the hour. Now, the reason why, if I could shed light on why this man feels like he's the man of the hour, he feels that way because he has a special connection between the unseen world that allows him to have a certain amount of confidence in what he brings to the table, just what that looks like. No matter if he's picking up a deck of cards or he's picking up a pair of glasses, I mean, he can channel his gift within tools, okay? So this is the person you're connecting to, you're fixated on. For those of you who this is not for, I mean, if you are the male watching, I feel like this is you. But if you are the female watching, I feel like you have your eyes set on somebody who shows up this way. Either way, you know the way this kind of pertains to you. Please don't force anything to fit. All right, so here is your influence. There is the Libra in reverse. So that one's talking about an imbalance within the logical world, right? Logical world is your mental world, right? Your mind that says this is fair, this is not fair, and this is fair, but this is not fair, right? So this person really feels like there's an imbalance in the way things have happened, either to them or to others. And so maybe that kind of presents a little bit of resistance within what they genuinely want to have for themselves, right? And then, so here we go now. Ignoring an offer, pretty much kind of knowing where this offer is supposed to come from, but not able to receive it due to the amount of karmic debt that they have accumulated, right? This person is very much aware of how much they have put out, and then so expecting it in some form or another to be experienced on the receiving end as well. Like, so when you're investing in something, you're also receiving it as in well. And that's the reason for the Seven of Cups, right? The Seven of Cups says, I understand what it looks like. So if now you know what it looks like, you also know the grand accountability in putting out just what you want to receive back. Okay? And so right here you have the Fool in reverse. So not making the moves that you really want to make, because again, you have a wiser discernment that doesn't allow you to act that dumb because you know that acting dumb doesn't really pay off because you get it back, you know, you get it back. And so then your advice card is to have patience. There's a Sagittarius energy. Some of you could be dealing with a Sag. We're reading for Gemini, but if you have a Sag sun or moon, or the person you're connecting to does, this could be them who needs to take a pause, who needs to heal the festering within to make such impulsive moves now that they can fully understand just what that means for them on the external reality, right? Just because they know what it means and what it's going to look like on the external reality for them, Geminis. Gemini, sun, and moon viewers, I really do appreciate you coming to the channel today. You make me feel very special to be able to channel divine messages for you. Okay? So now we're going to get your angel message as we merge your timelines that simultaneously exist, right? Simultaneously exist. Gemini, sun and moon. There we go. All right, so we have the angel of integrity. I'm going to be honest, there couldn't have been a more fitting angel message for this message right here. All right, so in the past, as we recap what the message was really about, because a lot of it, as I explained, is not so much hearing it, because it's very, very easy to hear what someone is saying, but to hold the message, you must make space for it. And I mean, what makes space for holding and receiving messages is like dumping, right? Dumping what doesn't serve anymore. So that space that needs to receive information that's genuinely going to help you ascend or transcend your experiences need to be received, right? Need to be received for the most, right? Need to be cleared and received. I hope we got that. Sorry. That was a message that I gave in another reading, and I feel like it just has to be said across the board. That yes, you can hear what I'm saying. I'm not using fancy terminology. My education's very, very small. And that's by my stubborn choice, unfortunately. Because I don't think it takes fancy words for you to understand, especially when the world that we come from is a world of telepathy, right? A world of telepathy means no matter how much you talk, Gemini, if it doesn't come with the feeling, it means absolutely nothing, right? And a lot of you are good actors because you... Wow. Sorry, I talk so much. A lot of you are good actors because you can put on so many personas. The reason why you can put so many personas on is because, just like we discussed at the beginning of the reading, you cover a vast ground of material, right? Because you just can't stop moving, right? And so because you can't stop moving, of course, there's pros and cons to everything in life. The pro in that is that you have twice as much expression because you can't sit still. All right, so let's go ahead and get the oracle message for you now. The oracle message for my Geminis. Oracle message. What is the oracle message for the Geminis? Oracle message. My oracle message for Gemini. Ooh. Geminis, you guys are all over the place. I'm throwing that back in because I can't choose favorites, okay? It's like I have to tell my son all the time. We can't choose favorites. I don't just side with people just because you're mine. Sorry, if I did that, there would be no growth in this life, okay? So I'm throwing you back in. Yes, throw a fit about it, but I'm throwing you back in. And we're just going to get one. Less is more, they say. Less is more. So let's go ahead and try this again. One angel message, please, for Gemini, sun, and moon viewers. For those of them that come to the channel, I'm so grateful that you've spent the time here with me today. I feel extremely blessed to to channel divine messages for you. I hope that you continue to grow and ascend and look for ways to transcend on the channel. Very well. There we go. Chakra clearing. So we have chakra clearing. And it's so funny that you have this geometry above the angel. That geometry is the if you know clairvoyance, right, and those who can have that special gift of seeing the unseen world to the point where they see him in geometry, then you would realize that this is just the air being cleared from you. If you are sun or moon, or if you happen to be double air like myself, a lot of this clearing helps you again receive messages, because as an air sign you give messages. It's the gift, right? But then there's also a need of clearing, because if your trash is full, you got to take it out. You know, if your pot is empty, you got to clean it out. You know, there's certain things that you do to create balance in the world, right? We use it, but then we clean it. All right, so you are using and clearing your chakras. Call upon me to clear and open your chakras using sacred geometry shapes. So this is Archangel Metatron. And so he really wants you to say out loud with me that we need to ask him to help us clear and reopen our chakras, right? So we can light up like a Christmas tree again, and we can perform magic for those who come seeking it, right? All right. And so also in this card is purple, so you may want to wear a little bit more purple so that you feel extremely connected with channeling. It adds to the confidence that you will have within delivering messages, because you feel very good about receiving them. It's a divine color, Gemini. It's a royal color, okay? So I recommend that you wear that this week, and stay tuned for the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.